Our app idea is an app that addresses the issue of teenage depression. Between 10 and 15% of teenagers have some symptoms of depression at any one time, and 20% of teenagers will have depression by the time they reach adulthood. Psychiatric patients' risk for suicide is 3 to 12 times that of non-patients. Each year, 34,000 people commit suicide, about twice as many deaths as caused by homicide, about 1 death per 15 minutes. By 2030, suicide will outpace cancer, stroke, war, and accidents as the world's leading cause of death, according to the World Health Organization. Depression in teens can lead to failure in school, alcohol and/or other drug use, and even suicide. The school could lose a loved one to suicide. Friends may suffer from losing their friends, increasing their own chances of suicide, an effect known as suicide contagion. Suicide causes the people close to the victim grief, and sometimes even guilt, leading to great turmoil in the community. Our app is an app that will attempt to help teenagers cope with depression. The app will contain troves of information as well as quizzes to best direct them to a group of kids in a similar situation. It will also have chat rooms for users of the app. They can chat with other depressed children or volunteers from the local volunteer group. They can sign up for this also, or take an entry quiz to volunteer to be advisors to the teens on the app. The app will also attempt to give information about how suicide affects the community, school, friends, and most of all, their family. It will let you sign up as either a parent of a depressed child/teenager, or someone who would like to volunteer to help depressed children. This will hopefully ensure that the users of the app always have someone there to help them. It will tell them how they can cope and/or why they should not commit suicide. It will also have many safety precautions so that FaCe cannot push the depressed child to their suicide. A prototype demonstration of our app concept, Teenpal. The first step to use any app is to sign up. You can sign up as a depressed teen, a volunteer, a parent, or someone who was formerly depressed. Just enter your information and press sign up. Use that account to log in and you will see this menu. The first button is to log out, and the second button is for suicide info. The third button is the friends list from which you can select a friend with which to chat. The fourth button is a list of advisors from which you can seek professional help. The next button is an archive of personal accounts from people who were previously depressed. The sixth button is a news button which provides relevant new information on depression. Then there is a general advice menu which gives you broad tips about any type of depression. The last two pages are the About Us and the Contact Us pages, which gives you information about our app and our group and allows you to contact us with any inquiries, issues, or suggestions. This app idea is pretty unique. There are no apps that will serve as a chat for depressed children along with the quiz and suicide information. There are some similar apps such as Girl Gone Happy and Dolly Doctor. They both give information about health. Dolly Doctor doesn't really focus on teenage depression but rather many other categories. They have one passage about depression but not really anything about suicide. Girl Gone Happy has a lot of categories of information about mental health, stress, and other things, but not as many features as mainly an information app, and it is mostly for girls. There are some depression quizzes, but our app will use depression quizzes to give you the ideal experience. This is different from mobile apps currently available because it has many common features grouped into one place. Some current apps have diagnostic quizzes, chats, mental health information, among other things, but none focus too much on depression or combine all these features together and completely focus on depression to save kids, families, and communities from the tragedy that is suicide. Depression is an incredibly pervasive and destructive problem that our app hopes to prevent.